So you're going through the phone, you see messages from girls, you're not really worried about it. Like, you don't, like, it's not really nothing too serious. Like, they just talk and chat, and you get what I'm saying? It's nothing that's, like, sexual in nature. So you start screenshotting all the messages, sending them to yourself, and then deleting the messages. Then you come up on a group chat that says, bang bro.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Armani, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are discussing knowing your HIV status. Now this video is inspired by a particular video I saw online where the creator was narrating another person's story and how she found out her HIV status when she was about 7 months pregnant. Anyway, I have not watched the video, so let's check it out together and then I will share my thoughts. Okay, so correction. She found out the status of her child's father when she was 7 months pregnant. So let's check it out.
All right, say you're 21 years old, you're 7 months pregnant by your high school sweetheart that you've been together with since you were in 10th grade. He's 2 years older than you. So you're 21 and 23 years old. Within like 3 months of your pregnancy, he just says he doesn't want the baby. When this baby was planned,
Wow.
y'all agreed to have this baby, y'all made this baby, y'all lived together, everything. So you're telling him like, no, I'm already 3 months, I didn't heard the baby heartbeat, this, that, and the third. I'm attached to my baby, I'm keeping my baby. So he's like, okay, you keeping your baby? I will leave. He left you the apartment, right? Fast forward 4 months, now you're 7 months pregnant. Your baby daddy randomly just shows up at the apartment. You get home from work one day and he in the kitchen making some food. You're not thinking nothing of it, but you ask him like, where you been, blah, blah, blah. You really don't even care where he been because it's just like you happy to finally see your baby father and your first love. So the day goes on, y'all all fine and dandy. Everything's smooth. You cook dinner, y'all watch TV together, y'all end up falling asleep. You wake up in the middle of the night to go pee. You see his phone sitting on the nightstand next to you. So what do? You grab it. You grab his phone thinking like, okay, I'm going to hurry up, go through it, put it back. So you change your case on you put your case on his phone and put his case on your phone and plug it back in so he would think that his phone is still right there if he was to wake up. You go into the bathroom and you pee and you lock the door, you turn on the water and you start going through his phone. You put in the code to his birthday and you start going through the phone. So you're going through the phone, you see messages from girls, you're not really worried about it. Like, you don't, like, it's not really nothing too serious. Like, they just talk and chat, and you get what I'm saying? It's nothing that's like sexual in nature. So you start screenshotting all the messages, sending them to yourself, and then deleting the messages. Then you come up on a group chat that says bang bros until you go back 5 months prior. You start seeing my shit came back positive. So you like, what came back positive? Everybody else, mine's not positive, mine's not positive. Two of the other boys in there say mine is positive. So you read up a little more. You find out that your baby daddy and his 4 homeboys that you've been knowing since you were in 10th grade has been sleeping amongst each other, and they have HIV. And that is the reason why your baby daddy does not want your baby anymore. So you start throwing up all over the bathroom, screaming, crying. The baby daddy busts in the bathroom, says, what's going on? What's the problem? What's wrong? Are you okay? He looks and he sees his phone in your hand and he breaks your fucking jaw. So you pass out and you wake up a few hours later or a little bit later. Your baby daddy is nowhere to be found. And your house is completely trashed. All your baby stuff is cut up. Everything is trashed. It's bad. And now you're almost 8 months pregnant, worried about if you have HIV, worried about if your baby has HIV, and you really have nobody to go to because this man that moved you away from your family messed up all the ties you have with your family. That's the case of my old classmate, Armani. She wanted me to get on here and shed some light on her story and some awareness. If you are a male who is in that type of stuff, you need to let it be known. You don't just be out here sleeping with anybody and then turn around and go sleep with your girlfriend. I really don't like down low men. And I wouldn't say I don't like gay men because I love them. I do not like down low men. And I honestly don't like gay men who mess with down low men because it's like, you get what I'm saying? But everybody send prayers out to Armani, and I'll probably try to get you guys an update in a few months or a few weeks or whatever.
In case you don't know, I'm a pharmacist. So I'm going to talk about it with a healthcare mindset. Now, I do not get some of the things, I don't understand the download, whatever, but that's aside. The guy is an idiot. He's a very terrible person. Obviously, when he tried to get her to take care of the child, he probably has known that his status was positive. His HIV status was positive. So he was trying to get her to abort the child in case the child has HIV too. Now I'm going to talk about it, comparing healthcare policies. I don't know the policy in the US about pregnant women management, antenatal care, and the rest. But I'm going to talk about what occurs in Nigeria. Now, in Nigeria, she would have known if she was a negative or positive by now, because there is a policy in the management of pregnant women where when you sign up for antenatal, one of the tests that you're going to do is HIV testing. It's a policy that every hospital or every antenatal clinic is supposed to follow through. So the child that they give birth to or the children that they give birth to don't have HIV, so they are negative. It will also help the healthcare workers, the nurses and the doctor have a birthing plan that would help to reduce the transmission of the virus from the mother to the child, and also help the healthcare workers to take better precautions so that they are not also infected. Now, the policy, the first time I realized the impact it had on making sure that we reduce the incidence of HIV in Nigeria was when I was confronted with a patient who just found out that she was positive during the routine antenatal test. Now, she knew where she contracted it from, and she knew it from her husband. Now, that thing also, that incident also made me understand that culture sometimes can just be negative, that there are some cultural things that can be negative to the health of people. Now, in Nigeria, it's always like, oh, all men cheat. Stay with your cheating husband, stay with your husband, no matter what. If you don't leave, it's not good for a woman to be alone, especially if she has kids and all that thing that they talk about. And this woman did not step outside of her marriage, but her husband was stepping outside and coming back in, stepping outside and coming back in, and he eventually contracted the virus. And I don't even know if he was aware of the fact that he has contracted the virus, but by the time she knows that she's positive, obviously he's supposed to know. But there's some men that are very weird. Like, there was a case where a woman who knew that she was positive, who found out that she was positive, refused to go home because she said her husband is going to flip, is going to talk all sorts, and that he, even though there's a high chance that he's the one that gave her the virus, he's going to flip, he's going to try and harm her. It was so bad she had to stay in the hospital. She refused to go home. A doctor had to get her husband's number and try to talk to him, and they said the two of them should come later for counseling or something. So maybe he was going to break the news to him in a controlled environment where he's not going to try and launch at her. But it's just terrible. And this mentality of telling women to stick with their cheating husband, cheating partner is terrible. And it's not something that I would say is only told or is only said to women who have low income, who are uneducated. It cuts across everybody from top to bottom. Now, I don't know if you might know Davido, but Davido is a Grammy-nominated musician that comes from Nigeria. He's a Nigerian and a US citizen. Every quarter, we keep on hearing news of him stepping outside. He's married to someone, and every quarter, or almost every quarter, there's always news of him stepping outside. Now, this is someone who has multiple baby mamas apart from his wife. Now, the wife had a son that drowned, and recently the wife gave birth to twins for him, and he officially married her months after their first child died. But he has other children with other baby mamas, and he still steps outside. like so many embarrassing moments, and it will be playing out on the internet, playing out everywhere. The person that is stepping outside with would do a video and come and say all sorts, and the poor girl would be listening to how they are dragging her husband and saying all sorts about her husband. Like every time it happens, I'm always embarrassed and I'm always angry, because I'm always reflecting on those women that I had to dispense ARV, that's the antiretroviral drugs, and seeing how they begin to feel sad because of the whole situation that they did not willingly want to put themselves into. I just, every time it happens, that's what I think about. I'm like, this man is exposing this woman to various diseases. I don't like it. It's so embarrassing and it's so annoying, and it's just like he is a threat to our life. I'm sorry. Anybody that is stepping outside regularly and coming back into the house is putting that person that is not stepping outside at a risk. It's horrible. For goodness sake, there's the ABC of prevention. A, abstinence. B, be faithful. C, use a condom. It's not that hard. It's not that complicated. Why would you be exposing your partner that you claim to love to all sorts of things? Why? Now, she was thinking, oh, my first love and everything, it was a planned pregnancy, and then he was doing other things and brought it to meet her, and now he's now saying, oh, she should terminate the child because he was probably afraid that the child is positive. Now, that aside, I don't understand, and I'm hoping that there's somebody that can share more light about the procedure, the management for pregnant women in the US. How is it that she doesn't know her status? Like I said, in Nigeria, it's a policy. You should know your status. Even when you're getting married, some churches will say that it's part of what the test that you're supposed to do. We have some tests that is advised that couples do before they get married. So HIV is one of it. Genotype is one of it. There are other things that they will tell people to do just to make sure that they are compatible health-wise, because in Nigeria, for the genotype, we have a genotype that is called SS and SC, and a lot of times those people are always very, very sickly. So there are two genotypes, AS and AS, are not supposed to actually marry. And someone with AS, me, cannot marry someone with AS, because the likelihood of you having a child with sickle cell is very, very, very high. So right now, to try and reduce the amount of people that have sickle cell, a lot of churches, a lot of people are advised to do genotype testing. So HIV, genotype testing, so many things, some other STI tests are done and everything, just to make sure that there's no health issue or complication when the couple gets married. Now, that is Nigeria. I don't know whether this occurs in other countries. I would love to hear the norm and the policies for the management of pregnant women in other countries. I would also love to hear if, like Nigeria, there's some tests that couples do before they get married. I would love to hear what is going in other countries. So please leave your comment in the comment section. And concerning the story that we just reacted to, I don't know what you guys think about it. Do you think the guy is... I don't know what you guys think about it. Personally, I think the guy is an idiot. He's very stupid. He has just pushed that woman at risk. And I think he's supposed to be jailed, because that was an intent to destroy her life. And I really hope that, I don't know. I really hope that she's not positive, but thinking about, except she's one of the discordant couple, I don't know if I'm going to use my knowledge. I really the possibility of her not being positive is very low, considering that she's pregnant. But I don't know. I would love to hear your thoughts about this whole issue. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.